How you doing, everyone? Just would like to give you a little tutorial today on just some of the basic sounds and technique around playing the djembe. Okay, so first of all, we want to make sure that you've got the correct drum for your size, that you're good sitting down in the correct position. We don't want to be sitting up too high or too low that we have to lean down to play the djembe. Just that you can sit, that you've got a djembe for your size and in a chair that's suitable for your height. That you can play kind of relaxed. So obviously we want to have the djembe slightly tilted away from us, and this also helps in relation to, you know, how our body posture is, in relation to djembe. This is a good position, if we're playing for the tones. We don't want our elbows out too far, which it would be if the drum was up too high, or we don't want to have some unnatural position where our hands or our elbows are tucked into our body. So just normally how your body and how your arms would hang, because the djembe, if we say this is our playing surface here, this is our playing surface, and we don't really need to do a whole lot. You know what I mean? Later on, you want to get very advanced, you can find some sounds around here, but in most of our basic djembe accompaniments, this is our playing surface here. Just kind of think of it as a piece of pizza pie here. Okay, so yeah, first things first. Our body posture, important to be sitting up straight. We want to have so we can reach into the base of the djembe and just be comfortable above the drum. Okay, so our playing, how we play the drum, is very important. It's important to be able to get that hands away from the drum. Some people play the djembe very much with their wrists, but the problem is this doesn't give you a huge leverage to get away, to get the sound of the drum, unless we do it with a bit of power. Okay, so we really want to play with our elbows. Use this as a lever, like we would with a drumstick. We have the leverage there of the thing. You can nearly think of your arm as being the drumstick from your elbow. So when we're playing, say, basses into the center of the drum, like we just said, we don't need to go in further. We'd go a little bit off center, but we're going to use this right like this. Really get our arms away from the drum, nearly as far as, like, if you're looking at it, a good way to do it is into a mirror. Nearly get it that your hands are coming up towards your chin, This room's a little dead, so we might get a good clean bass in here. That's often the way. Rehearsal studios. So you can think of it like a basketball. I often say this to the students. It's like a basketball. If we have an imaginary space here about your chin that we're bringing our hand up to, if we're going to lower that ceiling there, like if you're doing it with a basketball, it's going to make the basketball go faster. And this is kind of what will happen as we go faster and faster with our accompaniments, that we'll just have to limit the space of how far we can bring our hands up, because we just won't physically have the time. So that's why it's always very important, I'd say, to start by really getting your hands quite far away from the drum. So we can bring it down later. I'll give you an example. Here's a common djembe accompaniment we'd use. I'll start it, and then as you see, I'll try to get my hands away, and then as we bring it down faster, I'm going to have to go a little bit closer to the drum. Okay. So that's a little bit on positioning, where it's important to use your elbow in relation to the drum, to get you far away from the drum as possible. So next time we're going to talk a little bit about the tones and the different sounds of the djembe. Cheers. Thanks. Bye.